One of the things that's going to really help ensure your success with this piece is having a really good right hand position. And a good right hand position doesn't only mean comfortable, but it means that you're able to pluck the strings without much interference and, most importantly, relaxed. So when my right hand is relaxed and I'm not even playing guitar, like I'm just talking to you here, my right hand's just hanging. Notice that, maybe it seems fairly obvious, but notice that my right hand isn't bent back like this, and it's also not way bent over the other way. So you can even try this little exercise with your right hand, and that is try bending your hand back and opening and closing your fingers. Not very comfortable, right? I almost don't even like doing it. Then try bending your right hand over this way and open and close your fingers. It also feels terrible, right? I feel very tight doing that. But then when I bring it to where I have this straight angle in my right hand, anywhere near that actually feels really good, right? So as long as your hand's somewhere in that range, you're going to be okay. My wrist is just a little bit arched like this, and that feels very comfortable for me. Hopefully it feels comfortable for you as well. Now, once I set it on the guitar, I make sure I have my thumb on the 6th string because that's the first note of the piece, along with my ring finger on the 1st string. Now I want to feel a little bit of a balance between those fingers. You can almost imagine like it's your left and right foot. You don't want to be all on one foot because then the other one's going to feel off center and it's going to be difficult to make it stable and controlled. So I have this balance between my thumb and my ring finger. Another thing I'm checking for here is to make sure that there's a bit of curvature with all of my fingers. One of the things I try to avoid is what I call reaching, which is like this, where it looks like I'm reaching for each of the strings. Because what happens when I do that is I accidentally hit strings that I'm not intending to hit. So the goal here is to have a nice curved hand position that's relaxed, right? Like I'm just hanging out on the guitar. I've got that curvature, and then when I pluck a string, my finger doesn't bump into the next one. And remember, like I was mentioning in the previous practice session, I'm trying to push down into the soundboard and then release. So it's actually tricky to do that and not bump into other strings when you do that. So if you're reaching a little bit, you will bump. And if you're way too far this way, you'll notice that your wrist starts to bend. So actually the happy medium is pretty obvious. If you have a nice position here, you're not reaching and you're not arching or bowing your wrist, you're going to be set up for success in this piece.